Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Young Sage back in SnowRunner for another matchup. Well, this is not what I expected to do today, because, well, originally I was expecting the Tetras to be available today, but they're not. At least not on PlayStation, they're not. The update's out, but the trucks are nowhere to be found. They're not on the DLC, they're not on the PlayStation Store, and there's no other way to get them. So that's gonna be waiting. So why don't we compare two basically identical trucks? Is there really any reason to have this international? The interior looks familiar, doesn't it? It should. The only thing that's really different are the seats, and the fact that it says HX and the steering wheel's different. Can't really get a good view because of the FOV here. Oh, wait, we can't zoom. We can only zoom in. Yeah, the FOV in the international is a little different. They sound different. These are basically the same truck. The international is a little bit longer. Compare horns. I like the international's horn better, honestly. Ooh, I didn't have the parking brake on. Your national sounds better. And we've already tested the cat a few times, so we'll take the international first. We're gonna get a load of short logs. Each will be loaded with short logs. And we're gonna take it through the same test that we did with the other international, with the two caterpillars. Short logs. On my recent trip through West Virginia, you see a lot of trucks that are kitted out just like this, with a log carrier. I've actually never driven this truck except for a few feet. Recording. Sorry about that. How's she doing in the river? Now, this is gonna be a disadvantage. We don't get a snorkel on this. I think the power to weight rating is the same. It's getting carried by the current though. So it's gonna make it out. You know what? This is gonna be part of our new testing. We're gonna go up here. Because no one ever uses this hill for anything, I swear. So that's gonna be my new trademark. Kind of like test maneuverability. Now don't forget, we don't have dev tools, so we can't. These are both running similar tires, not the exact same tires. I think the sizes are identical though. Well, that ended a lot quicker than I thought it would. Okay, that's not going to be our thing then. See if I can just yank it down the hill. I don't think our wick's going to be long enough to get it. We're going to do the same test for the cat, though. We're not going to go up there. Cat feels a little bit worse in the current. Maybe not. Maybe it's going to be better. When TC9700 Tomcat, when he said that we need the International HX, I don't think he tested against its own brother. Caterpillar fared better. For some reason, I thought it had a longer wheelbase. The wheelbases are identical. No freaking way. Is it gonna make it? Yeah, it's gonna make it. Where are we at? It's back there. Oh, God. We're gonna back this down a hill and we're gonna get a scout. We actually can't winch down the hill. That's nice. Because we can't spawn vehicles. So now you see why that this game's incomplete on console. Because now we're actually, both trucks are stuck. I have all-wheel drive engaged, and the front wheels are basically doing nothing. Okay, there we go. The logs unpack themselves. Let's back into a tree and get these logs fixed. The International HX is beyond help. Let's just go back and build another one. This is my personal truck. I hope it doesn't delete it. That's right, it doesn't save. So what'll happen is it'll just get put back in my garage. Then you guys can see the customization. Power to weight rating is exactly the same on both trucks. One suspension. We're going to use the UOD3s. Again, no mud tires. This actually does not have access to UOD2s at all. Or wait, it does. They're just before the ones for some reason. It's kind of weird. This is the only intake option we get. Yes, we can fit all of this on the roof. Now I'm going to leave the default visor. Now the exhaust is interesting. You get this. See, we're going to go for that. So it looks kind of interesting. It's a dual exhaust system, but all the exhaust comes out one side. Because this muffler has a pipe that goes to the other one. We're just gonna leave the stock paint on it. You know what? Let's just paint this one. This is the exact same paint. These are the exact same paint jobs a Caterpillar can get. That's the Cat's default paint job. Or no, you can't get the Cat's default, but that. All of these colors can be equipped by the Cat. But we grabbed the wrong thing, didn't we? I expect you're using anything modded today, but there's a glitch that lets you use Red's gooseneck without any kind of thing on a truck. In which it doesn't actually support any logs, does it? Not enough space? What is this trailer? It can't even load logs. Hey, Red, you might want to fix the trailer. It's a log trailer, but it doesn't work. It doesn't actually haul logs. Who knew? We're just going to go back to the garage and get the log carrier. Do you know what? We're going to build it like they show it. Van. Yeah, so I don't know where the Toucher DLC is. The game shows it, but it's not in the PlayStation Store. Yeah, this is far worse than the current. It's being carried dramatically. Maybe the van is lighter than short logs. I don't know. Okay, wait. Let me just line this sucker up. And they both have the exact same backup beeper. This is how we're going to test power. You know what? It's not going to be that fair unless we give the Cats a van. Because the International loses power because it's carrying the van. So we're gonna have to put the van on this too. thing's definitely ripping it. And now you guys can get an idea of the interior and how much it is the same. Same with the 681 that we reviewed against this the last time. Alright, let's do this once and for all. It gives it a white van. Yeah, it's identical now. And just like most other American trucks, there are no mud tires available. Now, someone sees this as someone on my YouTube comments. He doesn't watch channel or anything, I don't think usually, but he was saying that he thinks it's a conspiracy. Also, a little thing from the GMC. I'm gonna go to my YouTube comments real quick. When we reviewed the GMC, I said about that lever on the dashboard. What's it for? Well, I'm gonna give the guy a shout out, and we'll read off what he says. Spine's Games says that lever on the dash is an air inlet for the cab. It opens up the flap between the hood and the wipers. He thinks the Brigadier is one of those trucks that can only be appreciated by spending time around it in real life. Thanks for that information, Spires. You are a real one. Oh! Oh, I was thinking something. Okay, so what we're gonna do... Switch back to your International. And we're gonna test pulling power. Each truck will pull the other truck with no winch slack. Well, I'll give him a lot of winch slack, I guess. I'll go max winch distance. Should be about here. No, it's not. When you're used to mod winches, you're not ready for how weak the regular winches are. We're gonna leave the handbrake on. Also, the International has a slightly larger fuel tank than the Caterpillar. Alright, turn off engine. It's back all the way up to the bumper. Alright, spool it up. And go! That's pulled across there. Boom. Alright, we're going to do the same thing. Except the Caterpillar is going to be pulling. I think that was a little too long, but... Also, the handbrake sounds are different. And maybe this is based on the bumper I chose, but... I'm gonna give it an equal chance, so... You turn on and back up to the road. Well, it did not turn the engine off. It's still doing what it wants. All right, now it's not backing up. Okay. Same thing. 3, 2, 1, punch. Please don't hit that. Interesting, the cat doesn't seem to have the power that the International did. Okay, now I know both these are bad in the mud, so we're gonna leave that there. I always make that mistake. I'm gonna take them through the dips. Now I don't think this is gonna go well because of the major gap we have there. And one click above regular low. So we're gonna put these in the exact same gearbox setting. Oh, got a little hung up there. Ooh. She's out. Yeah, this has the old handbrake sound. Okay, maybe the International has a slightly longer frame. Maybe it does. It seems to be having more trouble. Say that, and it's moving quite quickly. Maybe it's just long enough. That was much quicker than the Caterpillar. Caterpillar got hung up a few times. Let's go to the right here so we don't hit the cat. We're going to have to turn the wheel straight there to get out of there. That was extremely quickly. Okay. I guess we'll try the pipes. Let's take them through the rocks. And we'll do a real tug test. We'll see what happens when we try to pull when we try to pull up the hill. I can't, you know what? No, we're not going to do that. Because I would need to have something there ahead of time, because I can't spawn anything. Fix your stupid game! Doesn't really care about this, as it shouldn't. Yeah, I think there's a bit of a gap here between the truck and the van. All right, pipes. Yeah, it got bounced around a little bit, but it mostly stayed straight. All right, now into the rocks. The important thing is to stay automatic all the time. You can hear the difference in parking brake. All right, so the Caterpillar loses in the mud in the ditch. How's it gonna do up here? Struggling a little bit, honestly. Struggle a little bit up the hill. Once it got off the hill, though, it's fine. All right, pipes. Let's be fair to it. Give him a straight run. Oh, it took damage. More damage. Ow. Holy crap, this thing's taking damage. All right, Rocks. You're going to hurt us even more. Wow. So it's 1-1 then. Well, we have to take this back through the river, I think, before we do the bridge jump. Are you stuck? You are not allowed to be stuck. You know, I guess we'll hit the shallow mud. You're coming with me. It's only fair that we go through the mud. I hate this. Quick Witch does whatever the hell it wants, I swear. Does not care if it's logical or not. I think the International might be better. And the thing is, the CT380 you have to pay in-game money for. And with this, you get a free one. So, why would you get a CT380? When there are two trucks that are on the same chassis that are better. Let me see this. This will tell us that the frame is longer. It actually is longer. Check that. Check that out. Look at the gap there. Alright, shallow mud. What are you going to do to us? Leaving it automatic and not putting it in low gear. I'm not going to go through the mud lanes. I don't need to get these things stuck. Okay, in this it's kind of complaining. That's the lack of mud tires talking. This is why every American truck technically loses to the Russian trucks. Because there's no... We might be legitimately stuck here. Alright, stop that guy. Caterpillar, are you going to do any better? It probably will because it's got that shorter frame. You seen how the longer frame of the International has helped it though. Also, I have started recently playing SnowRunner on Switch. It's not worth it. If all you have is a Switch, don't do it. The frame rate is garbage. Okay, International is not good in mud. Who thunk? Get out of there. The Caterpillar went sink through the same crap, didn't get stuck. And again, that might be the shorter wheelbase. These trucks have different wheelbases. So I guess the 681 is probably a better comparison. So, okay, so that's two, well, we have to take this through the, you know what, here's what we're going to do. I think this is actually, I think pulling power is about equal. Yeah, I think it's about equal. Sound on the International is far better, except the handbrake sound. I'm not a fan of the handbrake sound. You put that thing's handbrake on this, it would be the perfect sound set. So we're going to send this off the bridge jump. Then the Caterpillar will go through the river, and then we'll send it off the bridge jump. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do like Tomcat does sometimes. Go to neutral, let gravity take it. All right, 45 mile an hour. Okay, that was a lot worse than I expected it to be. It didn't take any damage really either. So we're going to take the cat through the river with the van. We have damage, but I don't think it's actually enough to matter. You know, just to be fair. You know, we should have had the Caterpillar repair it. Anyway, I ain't gonna worry about that. We're not leaking fuel or anything. We're not losing power. We don't have suspension sag. Alright, straight in. It's getting pulled just as bad. Let's start turning left. It's worse. It's way worse. Holy crap, it's worse. Okay, that's a point for the International. The International went pretty much straight through after it started getting power, and this actually got stuck out here. I'm shocked. Caterpillar sucks in curves. Again, that's probably the wheelbase. It's lighter probably for that reason. And of course, the lighter you are, the more likely, the more you're gonna get swept up by a river. Alright, we're going to take this back to the bridge jump, and we're going to send it. Okay, so currently I have the Caterpillar losing. We'll do a final tally at the end. Full test is a tie, because they both have the same power to weight rating. Even though this is probably slightly lighter. I suppose we could do a turn radius test. Ooh. Uh-oh. Yeah, the International needs to rescue it. It thought its job was done. It was very wrong. Okay, I can tell you that the turning rates on the International is worse. Just based on that alone. So, that's a point for the Caterpillar. I'm not paying attention. Well, they're both dead. Very dead. Well, it's not fair if we don't take the Caterpillar up the bridge jump, so I'm just going to build another one real fast. Same way. Though in water fording, the Caterpillar would admittedly be better. I know it looks terrible, but we're just taking it straight to the bridge up and we're sending it off. I hope the other one's not in the way because okay, this weather's terrible. Back to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. As you might expect, as like most of our SnowRunner tests go, this has been a lot of failures. So, survivability, both trucks are in the toilet. Although, to be fair, the International was only wasted because of my stupidity. No, it's not in the way. Let gravity take it. If it wants to take it. Okay, we're doing about the same speed. And jump! Exact same... Well, it rolled a little bit further because of the lighter weight. We're gonna get the International the win. The CT380 is not worth it. It loses to both the CT380 and the Caterpillar. Both trucks that are based on it. So, do not buy this, kids. Anyway, guys, hope you have enjoyed this test. If you guys want to see me take the 681 against the International, we can see how similar they are. But as soon as the touch rods are released, I'll do videos. But if they're not given to PlayStation, there's nothing I can do. So guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Oh wait, not peace out, because we still have to tally up the points. River test. International gets 1. We're not going to count anything about that hill, because that was nothing but a failure. The pull test, that's a tie. The dips goes to the International. The pipes is a tie. No, that goes to the International as well. Because remember, the Caterpillar got damage in the pipes. Rocks is a tie. Basically, the only thing the Caterpillar did better was the bridge dump because it's lighter. Although I don't know if I can actually give it to that because it didn't survive. I probably would assume if I could flip this thing back on its wheels, it would probably still drive, but it took quite a bit more damage. So, International gets another point. So the Caterpillar loses, and no, turning radius, Caterpillar gets a point. So the Caterpillar loses 4-1. It was a blowout. It was a blowout, fans. This is an absolute blowout. I mean, the state of the truck is about the state of its performance against its own brother. At least the 680 versus 681 was closer. I mean, in that case, the 681 might lose to the International. So, there's no reason for this to even exist in the game anymore. They should just remove it. Because you have to pay for it. Actually, let me go back to the garage real quick, and we're going to compare prices. And first of all, the International HX does not require a level. $172,300. Okay, so the International costs way more. A lot more. Actually, for some reason, the CT380 is still cheaper. So, price, the Caterpillar actually gets another point. So, compatibility-wise, it also gets a point because it can use the metal detector, but the International cannot. Also, it gets another point. So this is actually where it gets more interesting. Because so it's not such a blowout then. Once you realize the price, compatibility, and also you add on the fact that it has default diff lock. Neither of these even have that. Tire sizes are the same. Actually, out of the box, they're identical except for the diff lock. Caterpillar comes with diff lock. You can disable it if you want, but why would you? Even the CT380 is worse at that. But then that means the 681 would actually have lost points. So we're not even going to go with that. It wouldn't be fair to the 680 or the 681 if I started that now. I'll start that in the next one when we don't have any of these vehicles in there. Anyway, so the International wins 4-1. But, you know what, we're going to add the price into it, so... You know, we can't do that because it wouldn't be fair to the 681. But, technically this is free, but... I can't really give it the edge because if you want another one, it's $172,000. That's a lot of money in campaign. You think about it, that's a lot of money. And then wait, how much do they sell for? That's the big question. Sells for 172. They sell for the same price. They sell for the same price you buy them for, plus add-ons. So you don't lose any money in this game. Which I believe they should fix that. Because that's how trucks that cost negative money, mod trucks used to be able to give you crazy amounts of money in your campaign. It's a glitch. Because when you sell a negative money truck, well, no, you actually lose money on it. That's true. Actually, I don't even remember how the hell that worked. It doesn't work anymore, so... Regardless. The CT380 gets destroyed. That's all you gotta know. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.